Hi, I'm Muhammad Jeremy B. Intong and welcome to ibzPrimeTV, and today's video, we will be learning about one of the subject matter of art appreciation. A bank manager choosing what tie to wear together with his shirt and shoes. A politician shuffling her truck while comfortably seated on her car looking for her favorite song. A student marveling at the intricate design of Medieval Cathedral during his field trip. And a market vendor cheering for her bet in a dance competition on a noontime TV program, all manifest concern for values that are undeniably and artistic. So what exactly art is? And that's what we're going to talk about today. Art is something that is perennially around us. Some people may deny having to do with the art, but it is indisputable that life presents us with many forms of and opportunities for communion with the arts. Why do we need to study the humanities? For as long as man existed in this planet, he has cultivated the land, altered the condition of the fauna and flora in order to survive. Alongside these necessities, man also marked his place in the world through his works. Through his bare hands, man constructed infrastructures that tendered to his needs, like his house. He sharpened swords and spears. He employed fire in order to melt gold. The initial meaning of the word art has something to do with all of these craft. The word art comes from the ancient Latin ars, which means a craft or specialized form of skill, like carpentry or smithing or surgery. Ars in medieval Latin came to mean something different. It meant any special form of book learning, as such grammar or logic, magic or astrology. Art then suggested the capacity to produce an intended result from carefully planned steps or method. For example, when a man wants to build a house, he plans meticulously to get to what the prototype promises and he executes the steps to produce the said structure. Then, he is engaged in art. The humanities constitute one of the oldest and most important means of expression developed by man. Human history has witnessed how man evolved not just physically, but also culturally, from cave painters to men of exquisite paintbrush users of the present. What are the assumptions of art? Art is universal, art is not nature. Literature has provided keywords of art. Among the most popular ones being taught in the school are the two Greek epics, the Iliad and the Odyssey. The Sanskrit pieces of Mahabharata and Ramayana are also staples in the field. These works, purportedly written before the beginning of recorded history, are believed to demand attempts of recording stories and tales that have been passed on, known, and sung throughout the years. Art has always been timeless and universal, spanning generations and continents through and through and through. In every country and in every generation, there is always an art. Age is not a factor in determining art. An art is not good because it is old, but old because it is good. The first assumption then about the humanities is that art has been crafted by all people regardless of origin, time, place, and that is stayed on because it is like enjoyed by people continuously. A great piece of work will never be obsolete. One important characteristic of art is that art is not nature. Art is a man's expression of his reception of nature. Art is a man's way of interpreting nature. Art is made by man, whereas nature is given around us. It is in this juncture that they can be considered opposites. What we find in nature should not be expected to be present in the art too. Movies are not meant to be direct representation of reality. They may, according to the movie maker perception of reality, be a reinterpretation or even distortion of nature. Why art involves experience? Getting this far without a satisfactory definition of art can be quite weird for some. For most people, art does not require a full definition. Art is just experience. By experience, we mean the actual doing of something. A work of an art then cannot be abstracted from actual doing in order to know what an artwork is. We have to sense it, see or hear it. An important aspect of experiencing art is it being highly personal, individual, and subjective. In philosophical terms, perception of art is always a value judgment. It depends on who the perceiver is, his taste, his biases, and what he has inside him. De gustibus non disputandum est, one cannot argue with another person's evaluation of art because one's experience can never be known by another. To sum it up, art is something that is perennially around us. Some people may deny having to do with the art, but it is indisputable that life presents us with many forms of and opportunities for communion. The word art comes from the ancient Latin ars, which means a craft or special form of skill like carpentry or smithing or surgery. Ars in medieval Latin came to mean something different. It meant any special form of book learning, as such grammar or logic, magic or astrology. The humanities constitute one of the oldest and most important means of expression developed by man. Literature has provided keywords of art. Among the most popular ones being taught in the school are the two Greek epics, the Iliad and the Odyssey. Age is not a factor in determining art. The first assumption then about the humanities is that art has been crafted by all people regardless of origin, time, and place. One important characteristic of art is that art is not nature. Art is a man's expression of his reception of nature. De gustibus non disputandum est means matters of taste are not matters of dispute. And that's all for today's video. If you like this video, please don't forget to share and leave us a thumbs up. And if you're new to this channel, consider subscribe and hit the notification bell to alert you on our next video. Thank you for watching.